So, today I'm going to talk about same-sex marriage. Because it's just a huge debate and people need to just get used to it because it's something that's going to happen eventually. And so I just read the story on CNN about, let's see, it was Pennsylvania and Oregon? Sorry. So, yeah. Well, I'm tired of it because I hear it at school all the time. Everybody's like, or not everybody, but there are people like, oh, it's not right that it's against the Bible to have same-sex marriage because it takes two different sexes to create children. Okay, see, that's wrong because right there, you gotta think. You are keeping them from officializing their love. It's like, how would you feel if opposite, like, I don't know what it would be called, where it's two sex, like, so what we have now, where it's male and female. Okay, how would they feel if you were only allowed to have same-sex marriage right there, and you weren't allowed to marry, the ones that you love? Like, say there was a guy who loved a girl, they wouldn't be allowed to marry. How would they feel? And so they need to, I guess, it's just, I'm tired of everybody like, oh my god, it's not right, and you shouldn't be gay and bi because you're gonna go to hell. It's like, I have Christian friends, and they don't have, but then there are the few Christians that do have those beliefs. And it's like, I'm bi, I like girls, I like guys. It's not like I'm sitting, you don't really have control over it, I guess. It's just how you are. And so people need to learn to keep their mouths shut and stop deciding what goes on for everybody else. And yeah, it's like just, it's unfair to those of us who believe in same-sex marriage, I guess. Because, and I'm sure we've all heard of the NFL player Michael Sam, who got drafted, and when he found out he kissed his boyfriend, headline news, openly gay man is drafted. Okay. That just set up so much debate, and it's like, see, they don't look at your sexual orientation when they do stuff. It's like those that do, who judge you by that, is just wrong. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know. It's like, okay, so I just read Gallup on Wednesday released data showing 55% of Americans, a greater percentage than ever shown in that group's polling, support same-sex marriage rights. Okay? That's a lot. That's a little over half for that area. That's not that many. And it's like, see, just right there, that's the only thing, that 5%, only thing keeping same-sex marriage, allowing it. Say we were to lose it and we got 49% that said that they agreed with it, and then you had 61 that said they don't, or 51 that say they don't, and it's kind of like all throwing it out. And it's like, just that 1% right there didn't agree with it. Does that seem fair? That 1% of people can decide the fate for others? It really isn't. And I guess it's supposed to be a rant, but I can't rant about this. It's not something you can rant about. You either do or you don't. And I obviously don't. Because it's not right how people do this, and it's like they can't decide, and I don't know. I guess I'm just not happy with this right now. Because it's not fair. It's just not. Because if anything, they could possibly take better care of children than both sex marriages. So I mean, they're saying that it goes against. It's like, I guess have a lot of opinions and they're not finishing each other. It always reminded me of slavery because it goes back to the whole all men are created equal, and that's only talking about white men. That doesn't have anything to do with blacks or Africans or Jamaicans or Asians. It's just whites. And that's another thing. Everybody's like, oh my god, all men are created equal. Yeah, think about it. Us of the minorities, not treated the same at all. We have so much to work through, and then there are those the whites that push us down and keep us from reaching our potential. After you hear that you are worthless and terrible, not at all worth anything, and you hear it so much, you start to believe it. And then that's when you just give up. And so then you start to become what you get told you are. You know, that is a lot to handle because there are so many kids that aren't sure what they are yet. And they get pushed and they get made fun of. And that's the cause of some suicides. Because they don't know what they are still deciding because they don't want to be different. They have to realize that being different is worth it if you stand up for yourself. But it's hard to do that. So that's the end of this. Today. Yeah. I tried. I don't know. Just a kid. What do I know?